Yes children, today we will be studying about the microscope. To study the parts of the microscope. You see, for study of biology, microscope is the most important tool by which we study the different things in biology. Mostly we deal with very small organisms or parts of cells and tissues and so on. They are so small that we cannot see them clearly with our naked eyes. So we have to enlarge it, we have to magnify it, and so by the use of microscope we can magnify the object many times. Now for the requirement for this is different types of microscopes. So we have hand lens, then dissecting microscope, compound microscope, binocular microscope and projection microscope. In your course you have to draw the diagram of hand lens, dissecting microscope and compound microscope. All have to do this in your practical notebooks. These two we are having, so we are demonstrating it, but you don't have to make the diagram for that. Now the most simple and very easy to use and very cheap also is the hand lens. Now in this hand lens there is a frame which is made of metal and there is a handle to hold it, and inside there is a lens which is biconvex lens, and it is quite a good lens. It enlarges, the maximum enlargement that we can make is 10x or 10 times. Then so preliminary we can use this. So in your dissection box also you get this type of hand lens. The second one is this one. It is called as the dissecting microscope. It is used in many instances. We will use it, and it is having very simple structure. This is the base which is made up of metal. Then there is a mirror here by which we can change the direction of light and make the maximum light come to the object. The light always comes in the perpendicular vertical direction like this. So we can change the position of the mirror. So this is a mirror. Then this is called as the stage. The stage is made up of glass slide so that light can pass through. We keep the object over here. Mostly the objects are kept on a glass slide, and these are the two clips by which we can fix the slide so that it does not move. Then we are having this type of lever in which there is a opening in which we keep the eyepiece, eye lens or eyepiece. It is written here children 10x, which means that this lens can magnify an object 10 times. So when you keep it here and you look through the eyepiece, you keep your eyes above it and you take a good focus, sharp focus. To get the sharp focus you have to use these two screws over here. For adjustment screws they are called. So you can just adjust the height of the lens and bring it to sharp focus. So we use this very often. You will be also using it in your practical. This is simple one because we are using just one lens. This is called a compound microscope or a light microscope, and here we are using two lenses. So let us study the parts of this microscope because you will be using it maximum. Now in this also there is a metallic base which is quite heavy so that it does not move while we are using it. Then just above that here also there is a mirror to adjust the light which is coming. Then above the mirror there is another part. See, I am putting it down. This is called as the condenser lens. So one lens is being used here, condenser lens. It is to condense the light, means to bring all the light at one focus. So we can adjust it up or down with the help of this lower screw over here, and we can bring it up or down as the requirement. Then above this there is the stage. This stage is made up of metal, but the center part it is empty so that the slide we will keep on this and light can pass through from below. So we keep the slide over here. Now here there is a vernier scale. We can adjust the scale and then we can move the slide to the required position. Wherever the best view we can get, we will adjust it this way, upwards, downwards, or sideways we can move the glass slide. Then this part is very important, children. This is the main body of the microscope. It is having, this is called nose piece, and it is having many notches here in which the objective lens of different sizes are kept over here. That means it can enlarge 10x, 5x, 45x and 100x. What we are having maximum is 100x. That means 100 times the object will be magnified. 45x means 45 times it will be enlarged. 10x means 10 times and 5x means 5 times. So all these are all attached to the nose piece, and we can change the position and we can observe the same object at higher magnification or at lower magnification. Then there is the eyepiece. So here we are using 3 lenses, you see. One is the condenser lens, that is below the stage. Then this is the objective lens, and this is the main lens, and then this is the eyepiece lens. Then final magnification that will be done is by multiplying the objective lens with the eyepiece lens. That means suppose you are using a 45x objective, then 45 times it is getting enlarged. Then when we are observing it here, by keeping our eye here, it is again 10 times increasing. That means 450 times big object you can see with this. If we are using 100x objective here, then 100 into 10, that is 1000 times big we can observe. So this is very useful tool in biology, and then we use this to move it up and down to get the fine focus. This is called coarse adjustment, and this is called as fine adjustment. So first you will adjust the coarse adjustment. When you can see it, then final adjustment you will do with this fine adjustment. And once you see it, you have to see by keeping one eye, the other eye should be closed, and then you have to draw the diagrams. Then next we come to this one. This is a more complex microscope, children. The same parts are here also, but certain things have been added to this to make it more useful. Now in this, now one thing you saw here, that for this we are dependent on the natural light. So we have to search for a place where we get maximum light, or we have to go near the window. But in this case it is not so. This is having its own inbuilt light, and we are having the, we can connect it and we can get, so inside only there is a, this is the light housing arrangement, and we can arrange the light is already there. We can just have to put it on, and you can observe, see the light has come, so we can observe the, we can increase and decrease the intensity also of the light by using this screw over here. There is on off switch also, and now we don't have to depend upon natural light, and we can use this microscope any time of the day or night. Then another good thing about this is that we can use both our eyes together and look at the object. So our eyes will not become tired. In this always we have to close one eye and look with one eye. So we might feel tired after some time. In this we can see with both the eyes, and again there is adjustment for between the eyes also. If someone has got the eyes very close, then we can close this, or if someone has got widely separated eyes, we can separate it. So this is very useful. Otherwise same things are there. There is a condenser lens, see below, which we can adjust, which condenses the light to one point. Then this is the objective lens, which increases the magnification. It is attached with the nose piece, and this is the eye piece where the 2 eyepieces are there, and maximum is 10x we can get over here. So this is very useful. This is called as the binocular microscope. Binocular means 2 ocular lenses are there, 2 eye lenses are there. Then last one which we will be using is the projection microscope. This is mainly a teaching aid, and usually the teachers use it because if they want to show something to the class, then every child has to come and see here, so it will take so much time. So here the teacher can keep the slide over here, same parts are there inbuilt light is there, so light is coming by itself from this light housing region, and it is getting magnified here. And instead of eyepiece, here a big projector lens has been used, by which you can see all the things over here. Like here we have put a slide showing the placentation. So it is the stained slide, so the whole class can see it together, a number of people can see it together. So we are having all these 5 types of microscopes, and you have to draw the diagram of hand lens, compound microscope and dissecting microscope. These two we are having it, so we have shown it.